Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Commerce and Management Hub. Hope you all like our previous video on management and introduction. Today's topic is related to accounts, that is analysis of financial statements. Before starting today's video, I request you all to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for more videos related to commerce and management subjects. Now let's start today's topic. Analysis of financial statements. Points to ponder. First, meaning of financial statements. Second, parts of financial statements. Third, analysis of financial statements. Fourth, methods of analysis of financial statements. Fifth, purpose or objective of financial statement analysis. Sixth, uses of financial statement analysis. Seventh, significance or importance of financial statement analysis. And the last, limitations of financial analysis. Now, what is financial statements? Financial statements are the end products of accounting process. As you all know, accounting is a process of recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the financial facts of an organization. So we can end up this process by preparing financial statements. And these statements represents the liquidity, solvency, profitability of the organization. Now the parts of financial statements. That what comprises of financial statements? First, income statement or statement of profit and loss, which represents the profits earned or loss incurred in a particular period of time by the business. Second, statement of financial position or balance sheet, which represents the financial position of the organization for a particular period of time. Third, statement of retained earnings or profit and loss appropriation statement, which represents the part of profits retained in the business or distributed among the shareholders. Fourth, statement of changes in financial position, which represents the financial position changed over the period of time. Fifth, notes to accounts, which represents supplementary facts and figures which support the facts recorded in the financial statements. Next, analysis of financial statements, a conceptual framework. Now we can understand it by this diagram. Now the data that has been recorded in the financial statements by the experts is difficult to understand by the common man. So how to make it understandable? We need to process the data. That is what analysis of financial statement is all about. In this analysis of financial statement, we process the raw data that has been recorded in the financial statement to make it information which is understandable by the common man. Now, in the analysis of financial statements, we do three basic things. First, presentation of complex data in simple and understandable form. The data that has been recorded in the financial statements by the experts is not understandable or is not that simple that it can be understood by a common man. So, in analysis of financial statements, the data, facts, figures of all the financial statements are presented in such a simple and easy manner that any person who is a stakeholder of that particular organization can understand all the aspect that is related to their interest. Second, classification of items of financial statements in rational groups, which means that the items that has been recorded in the financial statements which are of same nature are included in one group. Third, comparison between various groups to draw conclusions, which means that the group that has been created above has been compared to draw conclusion that a particular business has strong financial position or not. Now next is the methods of analysis of financial statements. Basically, there are two methods of analysis. First, horizontal analysis. Second, vertical analysis. In horizontal analysis, financial statements of current year are compared with the financial statements of the previous periods to draw conclusions. In vertical analysis of financial statements of a single year are analyzed with the help of tools like ratios to draw conclusions. Now, the purpose or objectives of financial statements analysis. First, to measure the profitability. In this analysis, disclose that the profits over the years are in increasing trend or in decreasing trend. Second, to measure the solvency. In this, the analysis revealed that the firm is in a position to pay its short-term and long-term liabilities on time or not. Third is to measure the financial strength of a business. In this, analysis helps in disclosing whether the firm has sufficient retained earnings for expansion or not. Next, to make comparative study. In this, analysis helps the management to study the position of their firm in respect of various aspects like sales, profitability, working capital, etc. in comparison to other firms. Next, to measure the interest payment capacity. In this, analysis help to assess that whether the firm have sufficient profits to pay the amount of fixed interest in time or not. Next, to identify the trend of business. In this, analysis helps the firm to assess the trend of the business, that whether the business is progressive or not, like if the profits are increasing over the period of years or not. If they are increasing, then the firm is in growth trend or vice versa. Next, to judge the efficiency of management. In this, analysis helps to assess the efficiency of management, like if the firm is solvent and maintains the profitability over the period of years, then we can say that the firm's management is efficient or vice versa. Next is to provide useful information. In this, analysis helps the firm to find out the shortcomings of the business so that the remedial action can be taken. Next, the uses of financial statement analysis. First, for taking investment decision. Now this point has two views. First, from the point of view of management. Second, from the point of view of investor. From the point of view of management, the management use these analyses to know whether the firm has sufficient funds for expansion or to invest in some other business opportunity or not. Second, from the point of view of investors, they use this analysis to know whether the firm has sufficient funds for the payment of dividend or they are paying regular dividend over the period of time or not. Second is for taking credit decision. Financial analysis helps the management for taking credit decisions, that whether they have sufficient funds to maintain liquidity and to grant or extend credit to a customer or not. If they have sufficient liquidity, they will choose to grant or extend credit to a customer and vice versa. Next is for taking dividend decision. If the firm has sufficient funds after making the payment of fixed interest to the creditors, then they can distribute the profits as a dividend or vice versa. Next, for estimating trend of business. Analysis of financial statements helps the business and management to know whether the business is in growth trend or declining. Next, for taking managerial decisions. As the analysis of financial statements discloses the liquidity, solvency, and profitability of the business, so it helps the management to locate the weakness and strength of the business to take decisions accordingly. Now, the significance or importance of financial analysis for various stakeholders. First, significance for management. Analysis of financial statements help the management to take three decisions: investment decision, financing decision, and dividend decision. Second, significance for investors. Financial statement analysis helps the investor to know whether they would continue their investment in the particular business or not. Third, significance for creditors. After analyzing the financial statements, creditors decide that they will give loans to the business or not based upon the analysis of financial statements. If the analysis shows good results, then they can give loans or vice versa. Next, significance for government. Analysis of financial statements has significance for the government as well, because various taxes that has been imposed on the business depends upon their financial statement. Next, significance for financial institutions. Financial statement analysis helps the financial institutions to take decision regarding whether to give loan to the particular business or not. Next, significance for employees. This analysis helps the employees to ascertain their organization capability to increase their wages or salary in near future. If they ascertain that the organization has sufficient capability, then they decide to work for that organization or vice versa. Next, significance for stock exchange authorities. This analysis helps the stock exchange authorities to determine price earning ratio and earning per share ratio, with the help of which the market price of the share is determined. Next, significance for taxation authorities. This analysis helps the taxation authority by giving them the actual results, so that taxation authorities make proper assessment of various taxes imposed on that particular business. Next, limitations of financial statement analysis. First, limitations of financial statements. Financial statements include only quantitative terms which can be measured in money. All the facts and figures that has been recorded in the financial statement is of only monetary nature. The business also have qualitative aspect, which is also important for taking decision regarding business. As a result, fair picture of financial position of a business is not presented. Second limitation is financial statements are affected by window dressing. As the financial statements are affected by window dressing to avoid various government interference, so any decision which can be made on the basis of analysis of these financial statements will be misleading. Next limitation is financial statement do not reflect changes in price level. All the facts and figures which has been recorded in the financial statements are on the historical prices, not on the current market prices. So any decision which can be taken on the analysis of these financial statements will be wrong. Next limitation is different accounting policies. Now, some of the firms adopt different accounting policies in different time periods. So, it is difficult to analyze these financial statements, and all the decisions on that analysis will be unreliable. Now, next limitation is effect of personal ability and bias of the analyst. Now, some of the analyst uses profit after tax and some of the analyst uses profit before tax for calculating various ratios. This situation is very contradictory, so the comparison is very difficult and all the results will be misleading. Next limitation is difficult in forecasting. All the facts and figures that has been recorded in the financial statements are of the past events or historical records, but the business and the situation is dynamic, so any forecasting is done on the basis of past records will be misleading. Last limitation is lack of qualitative analysis. As we discussed earlier, that all the financial statements include only that facts and figures which can be measured in monetary terms, and all those facts and figures which cannot be measured in monetary terms is not included in financial statements, but they are of equal importance for taking any decision regarding that business. So lack of qualitative analysis also leads to wrong decisions. Thank you. That's all from my side. Now, if you have any queries, please feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you like the video, then please comment in the comment section so that it will encourage us to make more such videos on different topics of commerce and management. Thank you and have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more notifications.